Okay, so to look at a particular example here, and the example that we're going to look at okay, just want to make sure real quick, is we have A is going to be equal to the set. We do O for orange, A for apple. My O looks kind of like a D there. A for apple, B for banana. And B is equal to the set 1, 2. And maybe we'll think of 1 as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and H as a ham sandwich. I'll just write those underneath so I can remember 1 and 2 are, right? So why am I doing that? Well, the topic of the question is Cartesian products, and when we do Cartesian products, we're actually building things. We're not just combining everything into one big set. We're constructing something. It has order to it. It has an organization. So let's look at the set A cross B. Now, A cross B does not mean A times B. What it means is, let's think about this as making a lunchbox. Now, the first element in the lunchbox, say I can pick an orange because the first one has to be from set A. Now, the second one, let's say I get a ticket, and the ticket says 1, and everyone has a 1 ticket, gets a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So that means I get an orange and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's one possible element of A cross B. Another possibility is I get an orange, and say I get a number 2 ticket, which gives me a ham sandwich. And I could also get an apple. And if I got an apple, I can get an apple and a ticket that gives me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I get an apple and a number 2 ticket for a ham sandwich. And I could get a banana and a number 1 ticket for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I can get a banana and a number 2 ticket for a ham sandwich. And notice it gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So A is a fruit set, B is a number set, and we'll just pretend those are ticket numbers corresponding to the sandwiches. So if that's the case, then A cross B is kind of like building a lunchbox, right? So I get every element in the set is a choice from A and a choice from B, right? Well, why do they have the cross here? Well, I don't know exactly why they have the cross here. Well, yes, we're crossing the sets, but another reason why, maybe this is a reason why it's set notation, is because, well, the cardinality of A is what? Well, there's 1, 2, 3 elements in A, so the cardinality of A is equal to 3. And the cardinality of B is 1, 2. So this is 2. So what is the cardinality of A cross B? Well, this is equal to the cardinality of A times the cardinality of B, which is equal to 3 times 2 equals 6. And you notice sometimes before algebra you indicate multiplication by a cross, and once you get to higher math you stop because a lot of times we use x's in higher math, and the x's in the multiplication symbol get confused with each other, so we use dots, right? So maybe that's the reason why we use the cross for this, and also this is called crossing sets. And, well, what about, let's look at another example. Let's look at A cross A. Well, A cross A means we get to pick 2 pieces of fruit. We can get 2 oranges. We can get an orange in the first position and an apple in the second part of the lunchbox. We got 2 places in the lunchbox. We're organizing the lunchbox. We get an orange in the first spot and a banana in the second. We get an apple in the first spot in the lunchbox and an orange in the second. We get an apple in the first and an apple in the second. We get an apple in the first and a banana in the second. Then we get a banana in the first spot in the lunchbox. So it's just not what's in the lunchbox. It's kind of like where is it in the lunchbox. So we got a banana in the first spot and an orange in the second. We got a banana in the first spot and an apple in the second, and then we just got two bananas, right? So what should the cardinality of A cross B be? So there's three elements in A and three elements in B. I mean, three elements in the second product, three elements in A and three elements in A. So it should give us 9 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 3 times 3. Another way to write that is the cardinality of A cross A is equal to the cardinality of A times the cardinality of A, which is equal to 3 times 3 is equal to 9. And we'll do one more example. Let's look at B cross B. Well, that could be, we can get a 1 and a 1. We can get a 1 and a 2. We can get a 2 and a 1. And we can get a 2 and a 2. So there are 2 elements in B, and there are 2 elements in B, and we have 2 copies of B, so 2 each. And 2 times 2 is 4, so we should have 4 elements in B cross B. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I hope that answers your question about how the Cartesian products work out. And wait, let's do one more example. Let's do, instead of A cross B, let's see what B cross A looks like. What are the elements of B cross A? All right. So what are the elements of B cross A? Well, we can get, instead of an apple and a 1, we get a 1 and an apple. And we could get a 1 and a banana. And we get a 1 and an orange, right? Or we can get a 2 and an apple, a 2 and a banana, and a 2 and an orange, right? So these are all the possible combinations I can make, choosing an element from A and an element from B. And the only difference between this set over here and A cross B, you'll notice, is over here, the first position gets the fruit, and the second position gets the sandwich ticket, whatever you want to call it. And when we do B cross A, the first position gets the ticket, and the second position gets the fruit. So is this difference important? Not so much. It's important if you're giving instructions to someone about what's what, so it is important from a communication standpoint. As far as what's in the lunchbox, no, it's not important. But math is a lot about communication, so if this is B cross A, then I need to make sure that the first position has a number and the second position has a letter indicating my fruit. Whereas A cross B, the fruit has to go in the first position, the number has to go in the second position. Okay? So conceptually, in some sense, are they the same? Yes. Does it matter the order, whether the 1 or the A comes first? Yes, it does, because I'm communicating something to a reader, and the reader is expecting a number in the first position and a piece of fruit in the second. If I switch the two, I'm going to confuse who's ever reading it. So it does matter in that context. So I hope that answers your question, and I hope you have a wonderful day.